WebMCP just got twice as good with developer tools, but is still just half complete. Let's get right into it. All right, so in previous videos on WebMCP, you might have seen me go through Philly's Finest example here, where I use the MCP-B extension to drive Philly's Finest cheesesteak shop. And then I showed it again with OpenSCAD and modeling. Now, of course, all that code's available to you for free in links in the description right down below, as is the new code that shows off the newest version of the API. But there's two really cool new things that I want to show in this video. The first is the Devtools extensions for WebMCP. Check this out. If I go to Chrome flags and then I type in MCP in the search box, we can see that we get WebMCP support in Devtools and WebMCP support for testing. Awesome. I've enabled both of those and you should do the same. I don't know why they're not enabled by default. I don't think they would ever hurt anything, but okay. So let's see what that actually looks like. I'll go into Devtools and over here in Applications and under WebMCP, we can see, ta-da! Now I've got this list of all of these tools over here, and these are the tools that are available to us from this particular page. For example, I can go and click on Get Project Name here, get a description of what this is, and then I can even run the tool from here. You can see what the input was, nothing of course in this case, and then the output. Now one tiny little quibble here would be that it's just listed as text here when it's clearly just stringified JSON. It'd be nice to be able to look at that, but of course you can just pull that out and then put it in your editor and look at it as JSON. Now both these examples, Philly's Finest and the SCAD version, both use what's called the Imperative API. And don't worry, I'll put links to all this in the description. But the idea is that you get document.modelContext, and if that's there, then you can do register tool and then register tools against it. So for example, here's over in SCAD, we use context and then register tool, and then we give it the tool name, tool description, and so on. But what if you don't want to use JavaScript? Is there a way to do it without actually doing any JavaScript at all? Well, that's the really cool thing. There's this declarative API where all you need to do is add some attributes to your HTML, like tool name to give it the tool name, tool description to give it a helpful description for the AI. And then if you've got parameters, like in this case, a select, just give it the tool param description, and that will automatically add that description to that parameter. And then all of these, first name, last name, and select, are going to go to that support request tool. So let's actually give it a try. I've got over here a WebMCP declarative example. It's a pretty standard to-do list. It just holds the to-dos in memory. And it's got a pretty simple implementation. We've got a form over here where you have the input. And in this case, we're going to give that form a tool name, add to-do item, as well as a tool description. And then down here, we're going to say that the task, which is the input field, has a tool param description. And really cool, check this out. We can go over to our inspector, and again, in application and WebMCP, and there it is, add to do item. And we've had to write exactly 0 code for this. And check it out. WebMCP is super cool. Run that. And not only do we get the addition of it in that things to do, but hey, we also get the history over here. We can see all of the WebMCP traffic. Now I've been doing videos on WebMCP because I really think it is very cool, but it is frustrating because it's really only half of the solution. The other half of the solution is getting this into the customer hands, and that means integrating WebMCP into the AI panels of our browsers. And unfortunately, even browsers like Chrome still don't do that. And I don't understand, if Google is pushing WebMCP so hard, why are they only pushing basically half the solution? They're pushing the browser extensions to go and add the model context object. They're going and adding it into the Devtools. Why can't they just go and add it to the Gemini AI integration? I just don't know. If you know, be sure to put that in the comment section right down below. Let's get this WebMCP rocket launched. In the meantime, of course, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you really like the video, hit the subscribe button and click on that bell, and you'll be notified the next time a new Blue Collar Coder comes out.